Hey everyone, it's Heather Washburn here with Remax Alliance. Thanks for joining us for Community Crossroads. I have my friend Torrey McCoy here, who is a local realtor and works with SAVA. He's going to tell us a little bit about that today. April is National Child Abuse and Prevention Month, as well as Sexual Assault Awareness Month. So we're kind of teaming up on this.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about yourself, Torrey.
Yeah, so name's Torrey McCoy. I've been in the community for about 21, 22 years, right around there. Have been around here for a while. I was doing businesses. I've had a restaurant business here for about 13 years, 2000 and 2013, and have been a realtor since about 2017, and just really, fell in love with Northern Colorado and serving the community and being part of our area. And my wife is actually a teacher here in Fort Collins as well, so it's kind of a family affair that we are trying to give back to our community the best we can.
Awesome. So tell me, what is SAVA?
Yeah, so SAVA is a Sexual Assault Victim Advocacy Center. We serve most all of Larimer County and a good portion of Weld County. It's exactly what it says. It's really all about serving those people who have been victimized and are survivors of sexual assault. And it serves basically all ages, from children to adult. And we serve the whole community in that way to kind of help people process through that. So from survivors to secondary survivors, we try to help meet the needs of all those folks with our services.
And tell me, you're on the board of directors, correct?
Yes.
So what is that role?
Yeah, so that role, I've been on the board of directors for about five years now. I started as a secretary on the board, just after regular board member, then I was a secretary and then vice chair, and then I'm currently the board chair. And that's been, very gratifying to be able to do that. And in that role, we have all kinds of oversight from the standpoint of financials, just to make sure that we're kind of a solvent organization, being able to continue to provide important services, to volunteering, to helping with fundraising. We have a couple of big events that we try to be big fundraisers of, and really kind of help get people on board to support our mission. So.
And tell me a little bit more about these programs that you guys offer.
Yeah, so obviously we have the counseling component, which serves all ages, and like I said, the secondary survivor counseling as well. So anybody who's really been associated with assault has some resources to work through those challenges and those issues. So that's our primary thing, is to make sure we're counseling. Our secondary, I think our other main thing is prevention. So if we can make sure that people are educated and they understand what's appropriate, what's inappropriate, it really lets them know that they're kind of in charge. So prevention's been huge in our school. So Pruder School District has been a longtime supporter of the SART Peers program, which again is the peers program within the schools. That sometimes we use the peer counseling programs to help send the message. They'll have assemblies at the schools. We touched on over 2,100 students this year in the schools. So it's been a great number of getting in the community and making sure they understand, again, appropriateness, I guess I would say, and the risks of, understanding what's going on around you. We also have another program within the local communities and the bars in the nightclubs and bars in Fort Collins, mostly in Fort Collins. It's called Raise the Bar. And that's actually another education source to help with having owners, managers, bartenders all understand cues and understanding what can be happening around them, to maybe give them good cues of what the risks are for their patrons that might be there as well. So we also have another program that's called Super World, primarily for kids. It's a summer program that allows kids and the counselors to all come together and kind of recognize the importance of body, health, and just in general, general well-being. And then of course to make sure we understand, again, appropriateness for young kids, that they kind of understand maybe what's appropriate. When we talk about assault and victimizations, most people know their offender. Yeah. And so that being the case, they want to make sure that they understand kind of where to draw the line, how to speak up, how to really kind of address those challenges. So that's some of the programs we have that I think touch on what we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell me too, how can we as a community help support SAVA? What are some things that you need, whether it's volunteers, financials, what does that look like?
Well, you're on point with that. I mean, that's always the case, right? You can never have enough volunteers and you can never have enough money. So certainly donating is huge. We have a lot of different ways to do that. I mean, as far as on our website, we have events that you can just kind of come and be a part of, whether it's a local brewery doing an event, just, where you get part of the tips or whatever. In fact, tonight they're doing a thing at Poor Brothers pub down in Old Town. And I think they get all the tips for the night donated to SAVA. So that's the kind of stuff that, even though it's kind of small, it's still important that if people can go down and support events for all of our nonprofits that really kind of help with the funding. So I think our big ones, we have a couple of big events. I guess I'll touch on those really quick. We have our annual gala every September, which is the Salva soiree, and that's been going for a long time. We have it down at the ranch in Loveland there. And that's, you can sponsor a table. I don't know all the exact fees on that, but I think it's $1,500 to sponsor a table. I think that gets 8 people, dinner in the whole evening. And that's just our huge headline event where hopefully all the magic happens as far as really getting done with the silent auctions, the mystery bag pulls, all the different, events that are components that make that event really exciting. So, so we can always use donors for that and people to kind of be a part of that, because we usually have like 600 or 700 people that's a part of that. So it's awesome. Good to continue to have it growing, and go that route. And money's no limit. I mean, bring it all.
Send it his way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, any other things going on that you would like to highlight or bring up for SAVA?
Yeah, I mean, other than that, I think we've touched on all that stuff, and I think that it's a great organization. It's been around here for over 25 years, and it has its place. I was a former social work major back in college, and so I kind of have a sensitive heart for being victimized. And so at the end of the day, we know it's not victimized to the point where we can't continue to strive and succeed as people. So we want to make sure that anyone who goes through this really has the opportunity to deal with it the best way they can and move forward and keep striving to achieve and not let that be a roadblock in their lives, for sure. But other than that, we thank you so much for even having us do this.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for joining. Yes. Yeah. And is there a hotline just in case anyone would need to reach out?
Good point. I forgot to mention that. We do have a hotline, and it's you can just call 970-472-4200. Anybody that's got issues, concerns, obviously it goes through a direct issue, you can call. I mean, we have another component that is good. So when they get that call, or if there's somebody that goes to the same nurse, it's a sexual assault nurse exam is what that's called. And we'll have an advocate go and be there to just kind of help and maybe help them through that process, because it can be a pretty dramatic experience. Going after an assault situation, you go to the nurse and get the services that you need, and you can either take that up with police or make it a criminal. Some people will report it, some won't. It's kind of, again, like we said, most people know their offender, so it's a really dicey situation. But so those are services we provide. So the hotline again is 970-472-4200, and it's a 24-hour crisis hotline that people can call.
Thank you again so much, Torrey, for speaking with me today. We are so appreciative. If you need to get in contact with SAVA, again, that number is 970-472-4200. And we will see you next time on Community Crossroads, guys.
Thank you.